Zlurpcast!
When you run out of things to talk about, you just talk about things. That's just how it goes. A wise man once told me, if you want things in your life to change, change things in your life. Kevin Trudeau. This episode is just talking about, correct me if I'm wrong, Biran, just stuff we're doing at Adepticon.
What we're doing, what our plans are, what we're excited about, what we're not excited about. And
it's going to be available to listen to on Saturday at midnight when Adepticon's almost over.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Let me check how we're doing on the algorithm. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Well,
so next week's show is going to be about what we did.
Right.
At Adepticon.
Or, Biran, you could post it early. You could break the mold there.
Yeah.
No.
Put it up on Thursday. No.
No.
Consistency is more important than accuracy.
Yeah. Exactly.
So should we talk in past tense the whole episode?
Well, I think it'll be fun to do this episode of what we're excited for, and then the follow-up episode will be like, I didn't do any of that shit. I just wandered around and made fun of people.
Well, I agree. However, I will also say this is different because I don't think any of us, even Brian Mitchell, who's not going, has the same feeling like you're all hyped up because and then the idea of it's better than reality. I don't think anyone is that enthusiastic. I was talking to Ryan earlier today. We're talking about our lack of enthusiasm.
Uh-huh.
And I said, hey, our last episode, a lot of ratings tanked, I just don't think it's the same anymore. And I don't know. I don't hope I'm wrong. I just think that's just the way it is. I think with us, especially, maybe we don't buy every brand new game that's out there. Or maybe we don't think this is the greatest thing in the world. We just go in with okay.
What did I just spend $200 on today?
Yeah, and then you might be pleasantly surprised because you went in with like, go to every table, go to every booth at Adepticon. Like, hey, you want to try a demo? You're like,
no.
Just going like that, and then nothing can be more depressing than what you're already doing. I love that.
I don't know. I'm excited for it because it's been 2 years, without.
I'm excited to see people. Is that what you mean?
No, I'm excited for. I'm curious to see what changes like versus what I remember from 2019.
So you're excited for the spectacle, which is Adepticon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate people, but I love gatherings. I'm like,
I am to an extent, but not like I used to be, because I always got disappointed, afterwards, and I always got sick as well. And right. I don't know if it'll happen again, but is there a new game that anyone thinks I want to check out?
What's going to be the game of the show that we go all in on? I don't know if there will be one this year.
Make a pact, and I'll buy the same new game, even if it sucks balls.
You can go to that Old West booth. They're going to be demoing a new game there, Brian.
Oh, yeah?
Is that the one with the big heads?
Yeah.
A chibi Wild West game?
The Knuckle Duster one?
Yeah. They're smaller than chibi, right?
They're still the big heads, though.
Yeah.
It's like it'll make me feel like I'm in the game.
Right. I would say disproportionate heads, Mike, not big heads.
Okay.
That's a little meme.
I backed the Kickstarter, so I'm looking forward to it.
Is there any like a freebie that they have you want us to grab for you there?
No limited edition, something.
I think there'll probably be something in the swag bag. Does
everybody get a swag bag or just the higher amount?
No, because they had a limited amount this year, and when I registered 16 hours after it opened because I forgot, and no swag bag.
Oh,
really? But they still have like the VIG and a regular swag bag.
The VIG is a lottery, so it's not first come first serve like it used to be. It's just you put in to be randomly chosen, and I was not randomly chosen. So,
and if you're not, do you get the money back?
No, if you are, you have the option to pay.
Oh, you put in, and then if you're chosen, then you pay.
You got to pay.
Then you pay. Yes.
Okay. You got nothing to lose. I guess you could say no.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll sell my VIG bag for double if anyone.
Like they always say, like the value is this. There was that one year where it was totally worth it because it came with that like Pelican case, GW case. That was an amazing.
Oh, that was sweet. Yeah.
And
the Song of Ice and Fire was
right. Yeah, the Song of Ice and Fire. I think that's 150. That box set.
Yeah, that was 150. It was a bitch to carry around,
but but it's 150 and it's a great value and it's a great game. So that was.
But the thing about the case is everyone could use that. So if you're not interested in Song of Ice and Fire,
that's true. You're right. Everyone can use a case. So at Adepticon, do you guys want to do like? You want to just go chronologically? What?
Well, yeah. So Wednesday night is bullshit night, right? Where only idiots line up for hours to get their badge, right?
And that's also the GW open.
Oh yeah, their reveals and stuff.
So GW always does a seminar on Wednesday night. That is limited seats because it's like, people trying to take pictures they're not supposed to and record stuff. And the idea is that's when they announce new things coming out.
Yeah.
Any prediction?
Speculation, is it going to be what do they think it's going to be? Norse for Blood Bowl,
Maybe.
Because they did that oopsie release of the Yeti.
I think Chaos Dwarf has got to be coming up with them. With that.
You mean Chorfs?
Oh
no, I don't, Mike. I don't. Chaos Dwarfs. FS. Yeah. So maybe Blood Bowl. I mean, is Blood Bowl still like a? I know Biran, you're just, you just got into beer all of a sudden, but I know Blood Bowl. Is it still like we're going to announce a big release? Are we still at that stage?
So the Blood Bowl logo is on the release announcement, so there should be some Blood Bowl news.
Yeah.
Okay. And why not?
I hope it's a pack of new balls.
We're now going to have 3 sprues of balls with every team.
Yeah. Like in this one right here, it's a snake ball. There's a snake wrapped around the ball.
This halfling one looks like a hot pocket.
And you're like, what about North? I thought we got a new team coming. No, that was you, Biran. Oh, a new team.
I thought the Yeti people ordered the Red Ogre. They got a Yeti. Care to comment?
And what do they say?
They say, "Shut up."
we
know you gave it a 1.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's what they should say. Yeah, I have a Yeti, by the way.
Oh, I'm using
the best you can get, by the way.
One of my favorite jokes I saw, or a tweet I saw, it's like, I may be white, but I'm not $300 on a Yeti cooler white.
This was 40, I think. But I think, so that's Wednesday. So do you want to say what everybody's doing each day? So I'm going to be at home watching All Elite Wrestling on Wednesday. What are you guys doing Wednesday?
I'm going to be playing.
Same.
Yeah. I'm going to be playing Elden Ring on Xbox. And maybe put together the second half of my Wood Elf team.
I thought Wednesday was club night. Oh,
yeah. Well, we'll see. Do we know if we're playing, Mike, or are we taking a Adepticon break?
I don't know. Probably taking a Adepticon break because I'll be setting up.
Yeah.
I'll be helping Todd at Grognard Games set up. And then...
and that's in Roswell, Illinois, right?
Roswell, Illinois. And then that probably won't take the whole day, but I'll probably be tired. And
if you're looking to buy things from Grognard, is it best to only buy it at the booth so that way he thinks he did better than he did?
Yeah. And you'll probably get a deal too.
And buy it on Sunday because you don't want to pack that shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say that the used models on Sunday is the place to be?
Yes.
Exactly. The used plate, if you're going to get used models, you go on Thursday because you get the best selection, or Sunday because they don't want to take that shit back.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, you know what?
I don't remember Sanford and Son offering, their deals were never that good at Sanford and Son.
No, because they've got like a million bins and they're used to carrying them back. Yeah. But Todd doesn't want to take them back.
And Todd likes to Todd will wheel and deal with it.
Oh yeah.
Well, the idea would be on Sunday, I don't really want to troll with one arm, but $2, mister? He's like, sure.
Yeah.
And then you say, I only have one. It's in my sock. It's like, that's fine. Cough it up.
It's a wet dollar. That's good.
Put it in the Ziploc bag.
Yeah. So that's Wednesday at Adepticon. Some people are going to.
And Wednesday night is when you can pick up your badges, right?
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
I did that one year. And it was
only fools would pick it up on Wednesday night.
It was a horrible mistake.
I would think if you're coming to town, you get there on Wednesday, I probably would still not go and then just go out to eat and hang out with your friends because you're going to stand in line, and I don't think there's a reason to when you can go on Thursday and do the same thing.
And
I
not
think
stand in
some
line.
people at conventions like standing in line. They
Yeah.
like that, and that's like part of the initial start of the convention. standing in
So
line.
like there's a
Yeah.
South Park episode where the line is the ride.
Yeah.
Like,
wasn't
they're
that a
staying in
Simpsons
line.
episode?
What's that?
I think it was.
Oh no,
Simpsons.
sorry, Simpsons. Right, Simpsons. Thank you. Simpsons did it first. Yes, it was that was the ride, and so I do feel that happens at cons a lot because nothing draws a crowd like a crowd. Possibly PT Barnum.
What are you guys waiting for?
And it's I need to stand behind someone 7 inches away from their head so I can smell them and hope whatever they're in line for is pretty badass because I'm here too.
Then you find out it's the line for the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, it's the line to find out where the bathroom is.
It's the line to get tickets to go to the bathroom.
Right.
What I can't handle waiting in line with people that share my hobbies because they'll talk about hobbies that I'm in, and I can't stomach it. I can't stomach people talking about 40K shit in my preference.
You know what I like though? I don't mind that if I've got somebody I'm with because then it's whatever these idiots are talking about later on, we're going to make fun of everything they said. But if I'm the only one there, it's like, man, I wish my bros were here. This guy's a fucking idiot. You're going to have to capture that. Like,
remember,
you're never going to guess what happened. This guy behind me, and you're like, why are you telling me this? I see.
I'm just trying to distract myself from the pain. It happened to me when GameStop would do those midnight launches of video games and shit. It would be people in trench coats and fedora hats talking about, I don't know, Monty Python shit, and I would just be like, just shut up.
Yeah, it happens a lot. I used to do Tower Records midnight music releases, so you just I don't know. I don't think there's any need for that right now. That's Wednesday. If you want to go. I say enjoy yourself on Wednesday because you got a lot ahead of you. And again, you're watching this, so you've already done whatever anyway. It doesn't matter.
Pace yourself too.
And everything that GW is going to say is going to be on the internet 10 minutes later. So
there's going to be a Goonhammer article all about it.
DACA is going to have a page filled with hot links.
DACA. Fucking DACA.
So Mike's helping out and we're doing nothing. And Brian's like, fuck you fools, I'm not even going.
Yeah. It's all right.
I was asked by Ryan if I was actually going to play Dungeon Bowl, and I said I was going to if both JP and Brian were going to be there, because in at least 2 matches I could guarantee.
Yeah.
If you know someone.
Yeah.
I would like to. If for, and again, Mike, the time you have is actually the time it's supposed to be. You have Dungeon Bowl on Friday morning because there's already Blood Bowl on Saturday and Sunday morning. Like it makes sense. We talked in our previous episode, or maybe 2 ago, about the milking of an audience and like altering your con schedule to satisfy them. I get why it's done, but it just
aim higher.
Well, that first Blood Bowl at Adepticon in like 2004, I think, was overnight because some of the guys that were playing were in the 40K team tournament. And so, which is exhausting already. And then you're going to play Blood Bowl. It's crazy. So I think we started at 9:00 at night.
Yeah, we finished like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I was like, I just didn't care. I was just like.
You were playing like I did at the Winter Wizards Bowl by the second game.
Yeah, there was
3 downhill block. Here we go.
I think a dude from Wisconsin won that one that we never saw again. I was hoping for because that was the early NAF days. Anyway,
all I remember from that is I won Best Painted and got a shit ton of paints, and I was like, "This is cool."
Was that your Harlequins?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah,
you got a whole paint
a whole paint set. Yeah,
like a
I was like, "That's pretty fucking awesome." So
I got the best prizes was when I got Wooden Spoon with Todd at Flames of War.
Flames of War, yeah.
So that's Wednesday. Thursday, anyone got anything going on? Mike, what are you doing there?
Hitting the vendor room, just seeing people. I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing with Dungeon Bowl as far as the dungeon layouts. So I need to find some flat table space and just kind of
work on it
with it a little bit.
Did I send you that online There's
No.
an online generator you can create with what's in the box, move it around, and then print them out.
Oh, that's
No,
cool.
but
Yeah.
yeah, please send me
Send it
that
again.
because that would, because I'll be honest with you, I do not have a table at my house
Okay.
and I'm not flexible enough to actually do it on the floor.
You
So
don't
I
have
was
a
gonna
table?
actually find a table or go to Grognard's.
What does it
and do
mean?
that.
I don't have a table. Like
I
know
don't have a table.
I know
It's all full
times
of
are
shit.
tough, like in this economy, but
I physically, like, my dining room table is Katie's residence place.
okay.
My painting table, I have a space like this big where I actually can paint. Everything else is full of shit.
Okay.
So I do not have a table.
Okay. I'll say I found it when it was first coming out, and I'll say
That
it's
would be
pretty,
ideal for me. Yes.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, do you want to workshop anything here? So would you think maybe like build the tables and just have the players rotate so you don't have to reset up each time?
Well, I want to have the same done. I want to keep it consistent as
Oh,
possible.
okay. Then never mind then. Okay.
But I want to make sure there's not like you said, a choke point for, you can put 2 tree men here and block that.
Yeah, because you could block your end zone with 2 tree.
Are you gonna
No one's
use,
gonna get through that.
do you have enough dungeons to do 2 at every table or no?
2 at every
sets.
table.
Two,
Well, I
like,
gotta see how big the tables are too. So
well, I meant from a no like bottlenecking kind of stamp. Like the base set might not come with enough to have it clear.
I got to play with that still. So yeah, I'm going to try to make it 4. So
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're still doing one-on-one games, right?
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have 6 dungeons. So
So your Dungeon Bowl is going to be more like Blood Bowl, not like, because like Jeffro did it more like a party game, right?
I still want it to be a party game, but I want to keep it as
It gets crazy once you go beyond 2 players.
I want to keep it consistent. So at least the layouts every round will be the same. Where they put the chests and the portals will be different, and that's up to them. But
Okay.
yeah,
I think your first time running a Dungeon Bowl event, it's better to keep it simple.
yeah, I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it consistent, and I want to try to keep it as light and fun as I can. So there's only 10 people, so
Right. And I'd imagine anyone playing Dungeon Bowl is probably the best of the Blood Bowl people.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
people that know the spirit in which the game is intended.
Right.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I liked playing on just the big square old school dungeons better. I kind of wish they gave you like a generic neoprene mat with walls pieces that you put over top. I think.
Oh, to just let the base be,
just a big
wherever-
square, and
Yeah.
then just put the dungeon accoutrement everywhere you want.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that was fun at Winter Wizard Bowl.
Yep. Yeah.
Playing
worked
on
out better,
that.
I thought.
So that's Friday. Anything going on Thursday? You're just gonna hit vendor hall. Biran, you're not going Thursday, right?
Yeah, I'm going Thursday to do the vendor hall stuff. Take a
Okay.
peek, wander around.
You want to pick up that Tarsag too?
Yeah, got to get Tarsag.
Is
Walk around
Tarsag
with a
available?
Tarsag box all con.
Is Tarsag there?
I
Sure.
think so. Yeah, Mantic booth is right across from Grognard's booth.
Yeah.
Todd's got a mega booth this year, a big one.
Well, I don't even know if they sell Star Saga anymore. That's what I was asking. That is Tarsag. Or are you thinking Arpat?
5
Or no, Irefy.
Irefy. I'm actually like super excited about Irefy, and I want to see what they have. I mean, they should, because it's coming out in April. They should have demos, promos, something,
They
but
should have the book for sale at Adepticon if they're smart.
or at least have a copy, because I've seen photos of the book.
Right.
So it is printed.
You might not be able to have it for sale, but it should be like
Yeah.
store copy.
Because they did that with Kings of War. It's like it's going to come out like 2 weeks after Gen Con, but they had the book there, so you can
Right.
look through it.
Because players, that's actually a better tactic anyway, because now people want to see the book. If it was for sale, it's not as cool. Whereas if there's something that's only displayed there and it's like, hey, Ronnie's not looking, I'm gonna snap a few pictures, and it makes people feel like they're doing something illegal. Meanwhile, no, that's what it's like when someone leaks something on purpose.
It's like they should have a shelf that has a door on it, and then Pat could go up to the guys and say, "Are you guys cool? Yeah, If I sell you something, you can't tell anyone that you got it.
It's got those, Western swing doors, like
Yeah.
the adult section at an old video
I'd like
store.
to see like maybe like a life-size version of the Dungeon Saga box that somebody could walk into. Like put it on the floor like it's a fucking trap door, and then you close it on them.
They might have some good deals on Hellboy there.
And Walking Dead, maybe?
Oh yeah, Walking Dead
Maybe
for
Walking
sure.
Dead too.
Someone online's like, what are you gonna kill that off? Like you killed off Mars Attacks? It's like they didn't kill it off. Like
Mars Attacks was never meant to be.
and that, and also like you had 5 years to buy it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's,
And how much could you discount Walking Dead? I bought it from Todd for like 10% of what it retailed for.
right. And it was already a cheap box.
Yeah.
So Thursday, a couple of you guys are hitting the vendor hall.
Yep.
Doing a little walking around, all that. Mike, do you usually like to scout out where your events are going to be?
I will this year because Dungeon Bowl is not going to be in my own
Euphoria?
little room
Yeah.
like Blood Bowl is. It's going to be with the commoners in the Schaumburg Convention Center. So
Oh, and the giant.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought whatever, like, so you were in Blood Bowl's in Utopia D, right?
yeah.
And then I thought all the other tabletop games, like those kind of games, are in regular Utopia.
Well, I'm in Euphoria.
One of
Oh.
those side rooms. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those side rooms. The Blood Bowl is in its own room, which is fucking amazing.
Yep.
Right.
And Matt emailed me. He goes, I apologize. It just didn't work. And I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. For Dungeon Bowl, so, but
Yeah.
I got to scout out how big the tables are because I got to figure out dungeons and whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it should go well. And it'll be are you doing like first to score, right? Or
What?
Are you doing first to score in the game?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's 1 point.
Okay. So there might be like hour-long games,
I would hope, but
Yeah. So Thursday, not a lot going on. A little bit of walking around. Friday, so Mike, you have Dungeon Bowl. You got 10 people, right?
Yep.
And Biran, you're going to go and heckle a bit.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's,
It's tradition to hang out with the Blood Bowl crew.
yeah. Kind of talk some smack.
I always enjoy looking at the Horus Heresy room because they always have the neatest like display boards and stuff.
Yeah. Those Horus Heresy guys are hardcore.
Yeah.
It's the historical accuracy.
Historical 40K. Yeah.
Something that-
Sci-fi.
I don't want to say something that didn't happen.
Right.
Something that will happen. It's sci-fi historical accuracy.
I always like to take a look at what's going on where to see. I'm like, where are the weirdos going to be? Where's Malifaux? Let's go check out Malifaux.
Are there any like big events that you just want to check out, like from games that you're into that you want to see, what's the competitive scene looking like? Not to play in, but like just to look.
I honestly am going to check out Armada on Thursday.
Okay.
Because it's a big event and I like that game and I just want to see the ships.
Mike, do you worry that all of your Games Workshop events will conflict with Mantic events? Like they're going to you're running Big Mac, they're running Big Mick at the same time. You know what I mean?
Our buns
Well, Dungeon Bowl and Dread Ball / Dead Zone are on Friday. So.
I thought maybe you have Dungeon Bowl, they have Bungeon Dole.
Yeah, Bungeon Dole. Yeah.
Oh, they have Unjol.
They have Unjol. They've got Overdrive possibly when you have Dungeon Bowl.
Yeah.
But I forget what's all at the Hyatt. It's a lot of the Flames
Historicals.
of War.
It's historicals.
Yeah,
Saga and Flames of War and I'll be honest with you, I will actually probably try to get a demo of Overdrive just to see what it is.
Yeah.
Just to see what it is, because
There's nothing wrong with that.
Odds are John Jack will be running it, so I get to
Dressed
talk to
up
him
all
too.
cosplay.
He is the tallest Forge Father, though.
Yes.
Mike, you don't have to feel shame. A lot of times I notice you're like, I know you guys, but don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad. Trust me. I've bought Overdrive stuff already, so just not the main box set.
I mean, am I dumb? Isn't Overdrive stuff just Dreadball stuff?
It's the Giants.
That's already.
But they've got new stuff out.
I
And
saw
one
the
of them's
giant
the
shark
big
guy.
Vermins thing. So I was like, yeah, I'll get that.
Does it have the
there's actually
shrunk down
new mod.
Strider like Dreadball did? The shrunk down Strider that's slightly smaller than the Dead Zone one.
Yeah. That was there. I just assumed it was all repurposed stuff and just a new board, but anyway. So Overdrive is on Friday, right?
No. Dreadball and Dead Zone.
Oh, both.
Also,
one's morning, one's night, right?
Yeah. Dreadball's morning. Yeah.
But you're thinking about getting a demo of Overdrive in the vendor right?
On Thursday, yeah, if I can.
Yeah. Okay.
I would think as a Pathfinder, you'd be given the privilege of.
You would. I don't know if I'm officially a Pathfinder anymore.
Are you officially an Athfinder?
Yes. I have a T-shirt.
What it is, see, what you're describing, Mike, is you don't know you're a Pathfinder. That describes how we say it anyway. An Athfinder is a Pathfinder with no PR. Thus, we don't even know that we're Pathfinder.
I don't know if you're a Pathfinder or if Warpath is out.
There was no PR done for it. I'm always interested to check out. I mean, I probably won't see it, but I like to see Dead Zone because, we all like the game. It's always nice to see what they got there. They still have the tournament they run. So it's kind of cool.
So now that I'm into Blood Bowl, sort of, Impact Miniatures has a booth, but I can never tell what they have for sale.
They mostly have chibi and dice for sale. That's the big sellers.
But it doesn't even seem like anything's for sale.
He'll put like a painted model of everything, like in a display, and then you can buy it unpainted. But I don't think he doesn't sell the Blood Bowl teams there, right?
He does, but they're usually not as prominent because they don't sell as much anymore.
Right. He's gonna
so
sell.
Is it like service merchandise where I find something I want and I have to fill out a little card?
Actually, you should have got the Impact catalog a few years ago, or a few months ago rather, and try to avoid the underwear section. I know, and you circle what you want and you give it to your mom.
Because it just seemed like there was this display and there was no one like at the booth going, "Hey, how's it going? What are you interested in?" It's someone's on their phone behind glass cases.
What's weird
I don't understand what is this.
I think Tom does really well at those cons, but it's never usually stuff that I'm looking for. But it's cool that he's got. I mean, if he's like, not like Gen Con's different, but if you go to Adepticon and like Chessex isn't there, right? So who's the guy with the dice? Tom will be that too. So I think at this point,
it just seems like the purchasing experience is bizarre. It doesn't seem like, hey, this looks good. I'll take this, please. It's we'll point at something and I'll dig it out of a box and give it to you. And I don't know. It just seemed weird.
I don't know.
I never knew even how to ask for something.
I know Tom's had some weird stuff too. Like he'll have like a bin of like just random bits, like models, and I'd like grab what you want or how much does it weigh. He's done some like weird stuff too, like Sanford and Son. You never know, but I don't know. I think I've always known mostly dice, just because that's kind of a big thing he does now. But does he kind of supply, or not Chaos Cup, like prizes and stuff?
Yeah. He does a figure and some of the prizes.
Oh, more importantly, do you have a figure for Super Bowl?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Any
I have not seen it yet, but I got a message from Hank on Tuesday or on Monday saying I have the figure in hand. I'm like, okay.
Who is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should know that. I really should know that.
I mean, at a certain point, it's like a 60-man roster, on the 85 Bears. So,
where's my Mike Hartenstein?
Right, exactly. It's like, are you going to get a Jimbo Covert, for example?
Am I going to get the third string left guard?
Am I going to get Maury Buford, the punter? Possibly Matsui,
Would I be able to procure a figure if I'm not playing Super Bowl?
Maybe. If he gives me a bunch to hand out, then yes.
Only if it's Emery Moore.
No, you cannot.
They usually sell them at the Adepticon.
But he usually gives me a bunch at the beginning, so.
I've got a nice, fully painted Scares Team Biran from one Xtreme Brian Mitchell.
Value infinite.
It is. And it has its own pitch that whoever made the pitch illegally put the Bears logo. They did not have the express written consent or insemination, I believe, of National Football League. You cannot inseminate unless you have the consent from the NFL.
So Friday is Dungeon Bowl from 9 to 4-ish.
Yeah, 4-ish, yeah.
And then Friday is the big event at Grognard Games.
Yes.
Yeah. So Friday nights is MongerCon. I just created that. And Dean, my brother, is going to unveil his game to the public. So if you're watching
World premiere.
Yeah, too late if you're watching it. So maybe next year. And we're playing some Warmonger. It is basically epic with very easy rules. So you can just have some fun pushing tiny dudes around, tiny tanks. I'm going to be in town around 3 and meeting up with Dean because he took the day off. So he asked me, do you want to head over there early? I'm like, yeah, let's just do that. So my thought would be I'll probably play Dean early. And then when everyone else from the crew starts rolling, maybe we'll grab some food, Uncle Bill's, whatever, and then play another round, probably me against Mike in Warmonger. Biran, you would like to watch?
Yes.
Any interest?
Ryan's going to be there too, I think.
Ryan will be there as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Any interest, Biran? Come on.
Moral
Just
support.
saying. Isn't it nice that there's a game invented by a Peletis that people are playing? Isn't that nice?
I didn't know your sister made games.
She's not part of the family anymore.
She's been excommunicated.
Yeah. It's like whatever the section of those 2 Space Marine legions that are like
That better. Yeah.
number 2 and whatever 15. Like that's yeah. So Friday, I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually I'm meeting up with a guy. We were going to meet at Grognard's. I met a blind date. He's going to buy all my drop zone stuff. And I wanted to do like pay in credit, like so I can, use it at Grognard. But I believe he's now going to meet me at Adepticon on Saturday. I told him we're Blood Bowl. Let's find the Blood Bowl room. In which case, on the record here, Todd, whatever he gives me, I think it's going to be $150, will be spent at Grognard's. Booth, probably.
Somebody's paying $150?
Yeah.
Shit, I gave all my stuff away.
Yeah, it's...
Hey guys, you want some dead zones or some drop zone shit? They're like, yeah. So I go back to my house and just say, here, take what you want.
I think the biggest draws are, I do have like 6 of the main like ship, which is like 30 each, 35 each, and they're all magnetized. And the tanks are all magnetized. With
I expect you spent a lot of time on that.
I did. And I have the new rule book, which is like brand new. It is brand new. Although it's not hardcover. So it's one of those where like, I don't know why that rule book came out like that. It's big and super floppity,
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Like it's, I don't know. GW spoiled me with hardcover books and Osprey, I guess too, does hardcovers, but so yeah, so he's getting those. That's on Saturday. So Friday though, yeah, that's the plan. I may not actually go to Adepticon at all on Friday because is it worth? What's that? No, like yeah.
Why would you?
Yeah. Is it worth trying to find a parking space, get in there?
Not on Friday.
Yeah. Friday when I know I'm not even doing anything, so I'm probably not. I'll just say I'm not.
They should have a shuttle from Grognard's to Adepticon.
That would make sense because you can go
back in Todd's truck.
Yeah.
I can see like Howie driving, like hey dorks, I've had a few. You better strap in. It's like, whoa, shit, Howie.
You get in the back of the truck. There's no straps, and you're like,
you know what I'm envisioning right now? It's a battle wagon, and like, however many can fit on is how many can get on. And if you fall off,
a couple, you lose a couple.
They die. Those are the house rules. They die if you fall off. And I would say not even house rule. I mean, he's driving 80 miles an hour on Higgins. You're gonna die anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fucking Higgins.
And so they have shuttles. They're gonna have shuttle service from the Hyatt. I'm like, does the Hyatt have that much parking? It doesn't.
I would think. Wouldn't you do it from?
It does, because there's like this giant parking lot that's for just fucking everything there.
Wouldn't it make sense to do like a Harper shuttle?
They used to, yeah, but I don't think they are that shuttle.
They're not at Harper, but the Hyatt's right there. So really,
is the Hyatt the one that is? It's still on Golf Road.
It's on Golf, yeah, but there's
just
that back road that goes.
Yeah,
it's where Borders used to be. It goes around and then comes up.
So it's too far to walk, but it's
not if you're Sarlo.
Not if you're I was gonna say
he's walked it. It's kind of funny when people from out of town and they go to like Schaumburg. It feels like like on paper, oh, I'm in like a big city because I have all these things. Like, well, no, you can't walk to anything.
No.
You know, it's like you're not gonna cross, probably not gonna cross the street, you know.
Yeah, there's a stoplight, there's a stop sign, or there's a stoplight here, but there's no don't walk thing. And if you do, you got to watch out for cars because they're not used to people crossing the street.
Right.
So.
Like you probably shouldn't, if you're staying at the Renaissance, you probably shouldn't walk to Woodfield, correct?
No.
Oh God, no. Yeah, you'll die.
Yeah.
I remember I worked at the Schaumburg Marriott. People would say, because we were called the Chicago Marriott Schaumburg.
Yeah.
And they say, if I want to go to like Michigan Avenue and do shopping, is it within walking distance? And I said, technically it is.
Yeah. I mean,
if you got 3 days.
Yeah. I saw this.
How much is a cab from Midway? They go, how much is a cab from Midway to your hotel? I go, how much do you save on your flight? Like $120. I'm like, that's what you're gonna pay on your cab.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you almost have to, like, doing things in Chicago, you just Chicagoland rather, you have to know I need a driver.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm sure Ubers are relatively cheap for the quick distance, but whatever. So anyway, Friday, probably just Rose, Illinois for me.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have the day out, or obviously Mike, Biran, you have Friday off?
I'm off tomorrow and the rest of the week.
Wow.
I'm off
Is everyone at
Friday.
your job freaking out that you're off?
No.
Because I know how valuable you are.
Are you going to be working on Blood Bowl?
No, I have a IKEA delivery that's coming, and my dog has a vet appointment.
Oh, which
Nice.
one, Luna or the new one?
The new one, Ivy.
Here's another thing we have in common, Xtreme. We have the same plans on Wednesday. I also was thinking about going to IKEA on Friday, but I'm most likely doing it Sunday before I leave.
I wonder if IKEA would be a safe parking spot to call an Uber to.
You could.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do an Uber from Lake Zurich, but go somewhere I can park.
Here's what's fucked up. If you go to the IKEA website, every glass cabinet that's affordable and black is sold out. And that's every IKEA, including the ones that are, you know, Bolingbrook, the one in fucking Kansas over here. Like, it's crazy. If you want something that's turquoise, they got it. I don't want turquoise. You want the black one that's not 400, the one that's like 80, that's out.
You want the standard glass case that everyone uses. What are those?
Well, okay, let's give you some real life. I want the one that belongs in that spot that has the opening.
Oh.
Fucking waiting for it. It's already there. Like, the spot's there. And it's probably not going to happen. And get this, because it's happened before. If I want to get something delivered, not only is it expensive, but the last time I tried it, they pushed back the delivery date twice and then canceled it. So now I can't even trust the delivery.
Those fuckers.
So Xtreme, I hope everything works out with yours.
What are you getting from IKEA?
I'm redoing my whole office, so I'm wrapping 2 walls and billy shelves.
The classic, the pre-Collax classic, if you will.
Yeah, those are good.
But they're different kinds of billies. So like I'll have one that I'll have like glass at the top half, then solid at the bottoms, put all my models in. And then
Did you get the crazy
billy.
corner Billy? Have you seen those?
I did. The measurement doesn't work out in my room, but I do have that small one coming to fill the gap. But I'll have a 90-degree rather than a corner.
Is
I
this
think Billy's
for?
could store a lot more, but Collaxes look better, I guess.
No, it's just preference. You know,
I like both.
technically these that I bought are Collaxes, but they're the ones with the weird shapes.
Yeah.
But I think technically they're under the Collax, like whatever
Umbrella,
if you will.
So that's exciting. Are you going to be just slaving away with an Allen wrench after that? Is that your plan?
No, because this is actually the second delivery, and I still have more stuff it's out of stock that I'm waiting for.
I'll tell you what, I don't deal with the Allen wrench business for very long.
I get the drill bit.
I find the fucking bit that fits them.
Yep.
And we make it happen. There's only so much of that I can deal with.
So that's Friday. Friday's still a little bit of pre-cum action going on. The real action.
Shelves, monger. Some people out there watching this, their main course is Friday, not us. This is full on Cowper's fluid, probably like a quarter size wet spot in your
Yep.
in your shorts.
The more clear part of the expulsion.
You know what? I'll even say all the way to your jeans.
Yeah.
You know? It's probably like a quarter size wet spot in the underwear and then a dime size in the jeans.
Mhm.
Then Saturday. Let's talk about Saturday.
Saturday is when you absolutely cannot park.
Right. Saturday is going to suck for parking. I will say this. I've been to every Adepticon, every single fucking one. And I've never taken a shuttle. I've always parked. Now, it might
2019,
be
I took shuttles.
really, really, really far, but somehow I made it in the lot. For example, you look at the area of a parking lot, you see, all right, now there's no rules because we're just doing like fucking random parallel parks, like 2 fucking wheels on the grass. So I just look for any assholes who already broke the rules, then I break the rules behind them.
I assumed it was allowed.
Right. Well, I mean, you're not going to tow all of our cars, right? Especially if someone comes in behind me. You know, either the first one or the last one, but most likely none. So I am going to, I'll tell you right now, Mike, I'm going to do my best to be a Blood Bowl on time. But you know me, I'm late all the time. That's
All
one.
the time.
And 2, you know, I might lollygag, you know, I'm lackadaisical in the morning. I'm a lollygagger. So I will do my best. Maybe pair me with somebody who doesn't mind. You know, like somebody cool who's like, whatever, man, I'm going to go get myself a Dr. Pepper. Then I'm going to get there when they go get the Dr. Pepper. And I'm going to say, what took you so long? And make him feel like the asshole.
Right after the handshake, I got to go take it down.
Yeah, I will try to get there. So 8:30, Mike, is start time of Blood Bowl.
Sure.
You made the fucking rules.
Let's see. 8:30 registration.
Now, is that mandatory registration?
For you, yes.
For everybody, Michael.
The first game starts at 9:30. 9:15.
Oh, our registration?
Registration.
Dude, you know how many things I can do in that time?
You can park.
I could park. I could poo.
You can
sign
poop.
Zlurpcast fan autographs.
Sign
Yeah.
autographs. So first,
Man, I have 2-hour games.
So
Better play
9:30 is the real like drop dead time to be there. 9:30.
The handshake is at 9:30.
And you're not going to have a card too. So
What do you mean, like the shuffle card?
yeah,
When do those get shuffled out?
9:15 to 9:30.
Oh, so 9:15 you get the card. What if
Well,
I bring
you can
my
just
own
walk
card?
up, grab a card, and say, "I got a card, fucker," and
Sure. What if I bring my own cards?
it's custard pie.
Yeah, there you go. Can I bring my own? Like, I'm going to bring Lurv Potion for my own collection. I don't know if that's still in the game or not. But so, Mike, do you still do the same thing? You lay out the cards.
Yeah,
Everybody takes one, and then when you use it, you hand to your.
yeah.
Who invented that?
Probably you.
Yeah, probably. Probably, yeah, definitely. So, Biran, you would like this. I'm still trying to get you to play. You would like this, Biran. You get a card which can either disrupt the game completely or do virtually nothing.
Do virtually nothing, yeah.
Most
I
likely.
try to take the virtually nothing cards out. And I actually have multiple copies of the cards I like Clone Ball and Custard Pie and Fanatic Invasion.
Do you have like team merchandising to get more money after the game in there?
No, because it's pointless.
Okay.
In exhibition play, no.
We did cards for Magic in Winter Wizards Bowl. That was kind of fun. Although some
like
spells
that.
are bullshit.
Those are spelled, yeah.
It's kind of like that, but they're not as game changing, obviously. But
Oh, they can be.
yeah. So, Mike, are these the cards from that current deck?
No, from the old deck.
Oh, okay, the old one. Okay.
Because I have big plans of changing them and never do. So it's always like, fuck, I got this old deck. Sure.
Until your boss forces you to do it, don't do it.
Exactly.
You know, when's Hank going to come down? And he's going to
When's
give you a
Knuckle
shitty,
gonna come down. Yeah.
shitty review. So, Mike, why don't you give an overview of how Blood Bowl Super Bowl is going to work?
It's 2 tournaments technically, 3 games each day, and there's awards for each day. So the day one winner, the day one most touchdowns, day one most casualties, and day two, same thing. But there's also overall awards as well. So if you play the same team both days, there's an overall first place, second place, third place, most touchdowns, most casualties, blah, blah, blah.
When you put the award winners in NAF, do you count one-day winners as tournament winners?
Sure.
Okay.
Because each tournament in NAF now, because I got smart, I put each day in as a separate tournament. So that makes it a lot easier to do if you want to get 2 races knocked out for your 24 or your 27 or whatever it is now. Sure. You can do that.
We still need to work on getting that updated because that's my only tournament win and it was never counted.
Well, it's because your TO was lazy and didn't keep those records. And
Xtreme, I don't know. I know you're a stats man, Xtreme. If you feel like finding out which one that is, I think it's like Super Bowl, maybe like 2014. I believe I had Liz in my pants, who Biran owns now, and never got an award. Actually, I did get an award. Sorry, I got like a plaque, but I never got my NAF recognition, and that means your name on the list under your username. It's kind of a big deal. I don't have Xtreme has 2 tournament wins, by the way. Do you guys know that? And they're both in tournaments that I ran. Yeah.
So the other 5 tournaments I won, the TO didn't put it in. Kind of like
they don't count.
Kind of like the jerk off that ran Zlurpcast and didn't put any of those in because I thought retroactively it was a lot of work to ask of TOs years later.
It was, yeah. Because I didn't keep records. Well, I did keep records of it on this Zlurpybowl.com, but that's no longer a thing. So
I just saw 2, so I assume those are the only ones that counted.
Sure, I'm okay with that.
But Xtreme, you have 7 total.
Yeah.
Wow.
7 tournament wins.
Yep.
Wow.
6 with dwarves.
How many in this millennium?
How many tournaments that you ran?
What tournaments that I ran that I won? Well, there was one that I didn't
run. Your own tournament?
I organized and then had someone else run it that day, and I ended up winning.
Was that a Street Bowl tournament?
No, it was called Dwarf Teams Named the 49ers Get Unlimited Rerolls Tournament.
Okay.
I have Saturday plans though, gaming related.
Oh, what are you doing?
I have an online Blood Bowl tournament that starts at 4 a.m.
Wow.
Great.
Is it a US only tournament filled with French and Germans?
No, it's designed to be a Euro tournament, but I think there's a third of the field is US.
So wow, 4 in the morning for you, that'd be like 1 in the morning for California. Yeah. Shit.
So it'll be.
Are you gonna get up at 4 or stay up all night?
I'll get up at 4.
Yeah.
But I'll be done by noon, so that'll be kind of cool.
You got the whole day ahead of you.
Yeah.
Now, will how you finish in that tournament dictate how you are to your family the rest of the day?
No, I've gotten a lot better. My emotional intelligence has improved a lot, and things just roll off. It doesn't affect me at all. I don't get tilted in games. I don't know. It's nice.
How soon did this happen? Like, how recently did this new?
Did you find Jesus or something?
Where was it?
Actually started when I was doing all my Spartan training. Like my mindset changed, and
you joined the cult has reconditioned you.
Yeah.
A bit of a re-education, if you will.
You were baptized in mud.
Right.
Well, I hope you do well, Xtreme. If not, just remember. Well, just remember, if you don't do well, it's just its own pull down on the NAF site. So it doesn't count if you suck at fumble.
That pull down is pretty awesome for me right now too. I'm like 1 in 8, I think, on that pull down. So.
You know a way to fix that?
Don't pull it down.
There you go. Don't pull it down.
I'm 0-3 in NAF. 0-3.
0-3, Biran? What's your rating?
I'm in the top 10.
No, what's your number rating?
I don't know. Mike signed me up without my consent.
It's true.
I want to know, is Biran's blood pressure higher than his NAF rating?
When I play Blood Bowl, probably blood pressure higher.
No, not like when you're playing, because then that's like who's the top player? Is it still Core from Denmark? That's like his level, where he's like 240.
Oh, he's 276 right now.
Oh shit.
Oh, jeez.
Purple Goo's at 272.
So Biran, just to put it in
bag of
perspective,
dicks.
these ratings Mike's reading, see if I can explain this right. It's not even attainable for an American because you can't play that many games to even get to that score.
The 150 is the baseline where you
150
start.
is the baseline, but you take like a Vanderby or Brian 2 or something, they've played a fuck ton, but it's still a good distance away from the.
Because it's Europe. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, I just don't.
You have a lot of options.
Brian 2 is the highest ranking American at 253 with Norse.
That's still really good.
And
Because
Vanderbeek's at 252 with Amazon.
For a long time, I didn't see Americans passing 230,
I peaked at 215.
Was
Brian
that for like
2
one
is
day?
third.
Was that for one day, Xtreme?
It was a couple months, and then it started to drop after that.
Is that when you were like,
Is
hey,
that when you
wanna
thought you
start
were
a
getting good at the game and you got a little cocky?
No, it was, what it was? Xtreme was like, he was at 215. He's like, you want to start a podcast and start bragging about my tournaments?
No.
I guess. And then a couple years later, like, dude, this guy sucks. This podcast sucks. Everything sucks. So, yeah, Biran. I don't think I even have an over 150 with anybody. That's how bad I am. So
Well, let's look it up.
It's not good. Maybe dwarves like 152 or something. Maybe. So Biran, I'm guessing you're probably with only one tournament played and 0-3. I'll probably put you at like 141.
Actually, Jeffro hasn't added those tournaments yet because
it's a weird hybrid. Is that messing it up or?
Hey, Biran, if it gets not approved, then they don't count.
Well, it was approved.
I'm just saying, I don't see stats.
Dwarfs is 158 for you, John.
Ooh, man.
You've got 9 teams above 150.
Well, we'll say in the 150s then. It's nothing to brag.
Yeah, in the 150.
All I'm saying, like one cunt hair above mediocre is still mediocre. So just saying.
Well, we'll see what your Super Bowl performance does for that.
Yeah.
You playing orcs or?
I'll play dwarves or dwarfs rather. Yeah, I'm just gonna, because I'm gonna not play anywhere near the quantity of Blood Bowl tournaments I used to. I'm just gonna stick with one team for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about, and I just had them painted too. They look really cool. I was gonna actually use the Scares, like the Bears team, and they look great. I've used them as Imperial Nobility, but I also didn't want to have the discussion with people about what the models.
This guy does this.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's clear. There's 4 guys on the team that are bigger than everybody else, and I put little red marks like blood on the grass. Those would be the bodyguards, which are tougher guys. And I already put markings on there, but I still feel people are going to be like, well, I was confused. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play dwarves, even though they're not Games Workshop dwarves. Technically, one could use the I'm confused rationale with anything, because I could say, I have never seen that team before. I was confused, but pretty clear to me, but whatever. So I'm going to play dwarves.
I think you already said that you're not doing any star player. Are there star players in this tournament, Mike?
He's got him allowed. I'm star players. You can take regular stars based on your tier level, and then you can take the scare stars, like the Bears themed ones. I think they're kind of discounted, and then those. Mike, you've seen the rosters. Anyone taking scares players?
Yeah, a few of them are. Yeah.
No one's watching this before, so it's nothing secret.
Yeah, there's a
following-
few they're taking. Obviously, Hack, Flem, and Morg are popular.
Griff?
I haven't seen too many Griffs.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Griff's
I've seen a couple of Black Gobos and a couple of White Dwarfs, so that'll be fun.
Wow.
Black Gobbo is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Is he awesome as in powerful or awesome as in fun?
Yes.
Has anyone taken Valen and Lucian Swift, Mike?
No.
I don't know anything about him, but I know people use them in joking terms.
Well, it's this. I don't know. I mean, for me, if you're playing an elf team, there's no reason for good agility star players. To me, if you're playing an elf team, wouldn't you take something you don't have,
Right.
like muscle?
Also, the money you get, and you have to have 11 rostered players, so it does limit.
Oh, so
Well,
you have to have 11 of the base team before
Yeah.
you can take a star.
And thank God that's actually in the rules. So
Oh, it is. That's good. I like that.
yeah,
I mean, the
page
rule
102. I actually memorized that now. So yeah,
The
'cause I had to
rule
write
book or
back
your
to
rules?
people. Page, it's in the rule book 102. It should have been in my rules as well as
Oh,
the
I did
reminder
not know it was in the real book. Xtreme, what were you
Yes.
going to say earlier?
I like the fluff of the Swift twins and the models. I was thinking about buying them just to paint them. But
Yeah.
My Forge World order finally shipped for the star players I ordered.
Nice.
Could you have had it shipped to Adepticon for free?
It was not an option.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I did that once, and because the Adepticon line was like, hours long, and I got to walk up past everyone and say, hey, I ordered, and then they gave it to me, and everyone was pissed, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I remember because it was a drop down. You could say deliver to it.
Yeah.
It's like picking up a lunch order at a store you bought on the app.
Yeah.
Yes.
Suckers.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Pardon
Excuse
me.
commoners.
But that was
I
the thing. It
ordered
was
online.
because you could, if you went to the Forge World line the next day, empty.
Yeah.
But they sold out of stuff, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
Well, a lot of people that waited in line are getting things that like you don't know how many quantities they brought.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's this chapter of Space Marines no one ever heard of, but I heard they have rhino doors, and I better ask right away because it's like you never know. So
is Forge World even to be there?
should be.
Yeah, GW's got a huge presence this year. So
Yeah. Well, I thought
they were borrowing the pallet jack all the time today. So
and
So
that Forge World just makes bank at Adepticon.
So everybody has.
I kind of wonder if they still do, because Etsy, like all that, like I can order
those bespoke doors and shit.
bespoke, all that, so
shoulder pads, everything, whatever you want.
all that shit,
So everybody has Blood Bowl plans for Saturday.
Yeah.
Biran's heckling.
Yeah.
That's running. I'm playing real life IRL.
when you show up,
When I show up. Xtreme is playing on the computer game. Saturday nights, we are gathering.
I'm so wasted.
yeah.
To get fucked up. I probably will try to get food between Blood Bowl and Devil's Run, because 6 to 8 in the evening is Windy City Warfare 4, which is based off of Devil's Run, a simpler version of the game where you take a Hot Wheels card, you move it around, there's squares, it's easy, and you bash into people with the help of peer pressure from others.
Yes.
when do you rename the game Head On?
Now, I guess.
Next year,
Now.
in parentheses, head on.
You know what I should put where it says game system? It says Devil's Run, but I don't believe Devil's Run exists anymore. So I think Head On.
Head On Games. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to buy headonthegame.com.
Head On Games. Hog.
Head On Games. Hog. So that'll be fun. It's always a good time. And it's one that, because we have it where once you die, you come back in with half your chassis points and you only get one token. It lets you feel like, hey, if I'm just, everyone's ganging up on me, whatever, a lot of party games, you're out, you get to come back in. Makes it last a little bit longer. Mike, are you around? Or are you going to probably go home for it?
No, I'll be around. I got a Smoky and a Bandit. So.
Oh, awesome. I know a lot of times, like, you have such a long day, and I totally never blame you for, like.
6 to 8, I can swing 6 to 8.
Okay. Yeah, it's not 8 to 10.
I may crap out after 8, but yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
But
Yeah,
I actually went on eBay, found the actual make and model of the car from that Smoky drove.
All right, so let's try to guess what it is. I'm going with a 1970 Trans Am. No, sorry.
No. This is the cop car. I got the Bandit car I've had for a while.
And what is that one?
Falcon?
That's a 76 Firebird.
Firebird Trans Am?
Is it
I thought?
Trans Am or
Trans-
Firebird?
oh,
I should know
Smokey's
this.
car's a
but-
Trans Am.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, it couldn't be 80 because then the movie came out in 79.
77.
77. Okay, good year for me.
Yeah, because I remember that from that. Yeah, 77 because it was in that 70s show.
I was able to swim successfully in 77.
It's a Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, 77.
Okay. Oh, Firebird Trans Am with T-tops, I believe.
Yep, and
Yes.
probably 165 horsepower.
So you have the cop car
Yeah, it's a 77 Le Mans 4-door sedan.
that Jackie Gleason's character had.
Yes.
Mhm.
Buford?
Buford T. Justice.
Buford. Yes.
I love it.
And it's brown. It does not look like a cop car, but I'm making it brown. So
It's got a
That's-
cap
well, I mean,
motor,
this is-
cop shocks, old Mount Prospect police car.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you want to show off some cars, look at this one. This is from Xtreme's collection. The Gasser.
Nice.
I still
That's
have my
pretty
F-150 pickup I'm bringing.
This is an actual Devil's Run car, by the way.
What's the point of that?
And then got this guy from Xtreme.
Like he took it serious.
He did for a while. I made a 4 of these that are all kind of like greenish that were going to be like a Gaslands gang.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I recognize that Gasland's front end there. So.
Yeah, that's it. Well, they're all going to be. I was going to call them the Boomtown Beatles.
Nice.
And,
Boom.
a few of them have boom, and they're all the different Beatles.
Nice.
So, but then it's like I don't even want to play Gaslands. I made a whole gang. That's
What
the
is
one
that?
you've used before, correct?
Yep. I was so
I
mad
had,
I used one of my Gene Sealer symbols on it, and I needed.
So I had aspirations of making something new. It was either going to be the school bus or the A-team, and I didn't do it. So
It was. I'm not sure what scale it was, but for Team Yankee, they released the EM50 from Stripes.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice. That's cool.
Which
I also
was a
thought about.
CRV, I believe.
I was going to bring Deadpool's chimichanga truck as well.
Yeah, I got the larger scale one for MCP.
Which one? You're
The
on?
larger scale one for my Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that came with the figures.
No, I bought one that was that scale, a taco truck. It's not a Deadpool taco truck.
Oh,
but
because he
a
comes
taco.
with the. Okay. Oh, okay.
I want to like Team Yankee just because
Yes,
it's not historical.
I consider it Wolverines, the game.
Yeah, Wolverines. Yeah,
Is it supposed to be in the 80s, right?
it's supposed to be in the 80s. Yeah.
Yep. World War III, Russia versus US and Europe teaming up.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not historically accurate?
Well, now it is.
I'm just saying, I remember learning all about World War III in the 80s from movies.
Yeah, War Games.
Uh,
Yeah, Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Well, now it's going on for real, except the Russian tanks haven't aged at all. They're the same model.
Yeah, they're supposed to have the same tanks.
That's a good deal.
And you can go on YouTube now and find out how to hotwire them.
You can find a bunch of farmers towing them to their barns.
You think maybe they have new versions on Etsy now?
Yeah.
New Russian tanks? I would say if you see one, go ahead and give your credit card number. I'm sure it's fine.
Yep.
So Saturday, we're going to have some fun. Anyone planning to drink at all? Just wondering. That's a big Adepticon thing. Xtreme, are you going to drink Saturday morning during your fumble game?
Nope. I might have an orange juice.
Oh, okay.
Get that vitamin C.
How about maybe a Sunny
Called a
D?
screwdriver, by the way,
That's true.
or a Harvey Wallbanger if you're of that age.
If there
Is that
was
the
a
same
way
drink?
to get,
No, yeah, Harvey Wallbanger's got one extra thing, and I forgot what.
Okay.
maybe
I've heard
if
the
they were
name. I never
serving
knew what was
brand-
in it, though.
If Adepticon had good Brandy Alexanders, I may indulge.
That
You
was
want
a
me to
big
bring you
thing-
one?
Yeah, I love a
That was
Brandy Alexander.
a big thing in my house in the 80s. Like my dad, we had like a bar in the basement,
Yep.
and he was making Brandy Alexanders. And then when I was old enough to drink, like, what the fuck is that? I'm just gonna have beer, and I didn't have a refined palate.
They taste like candy. Or is it the Wisconsin old fashioned that's made with brandy?
Yeah, it's brandy old fashioned. Yeah.
I will say, if I end up going to like Kuma's or somewhere, like, I might have a beer there, but I'm not gonna make it part of my Adepticon like thing.
It's a bad idea. I think it's just you get so dehydrated at
You
Adepticon.
dehydrated, and it's if you're trying to be healthy and not get sick, it just doesn't help anything. So that's Saturday. Sunday is Super Bowl Part 2.
Yeah.
Mike, I know you asked for rosters in advance, but do you ever like hold anyone to it? Like if they say, you know what, Mike, I gave you my roster to play Dwarves on both days. I suck balls. I want a new team.
If you give me a valid roster, sure.
Okay. Is that frowned upon?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. So that means no.
No. If it's a valid roster, sure, I don't care.
Because I'm going back home on Sunday, but I'm thinking, what if I go 3-0 on Saturday? Do I go home with a 3-0 happy, or do I try to go even further?
Push your luck.
Push my luck.
I think if you go 3-0, you're not going to want to go on because you're not going to repeat that.
Well, so then at that point, there's no reason to go on Sunday.
Right.
Well, you'll probably end up with an award for 3-0.
For Saturday.
For Saturday, yeah.
I'm saying if I go 3-0 on Saturday, do I say I'm not going home right away on Sunday? I'm playing Blood Bowl.
I'm feeling good.
It's too much pressure.
Yeah.
Quit when you're ahead.
Plus, I didn't pay. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
I'll just walk in.
This isn't Gen Con. I don't get money based on tickets. So if you show up and you have a roster,
I think personally, if you pay for Saturday, it should give you a automatic Sunday.
I would think so. I would be fine with that too. But
if you want it,
I'll be okay. Off the record, I don't really look at the who paid. If you give me a roster and you show up, you're playing. So,
well, it's on the record because he's recording.
Yeah.
I'll edit it out.
No, you won't.
All of a sudden, a big censored comes up on the screen.
You didn't even edit out all your slurs from last episode.
I left them in.
So, Mike, essentially same schedule. Start early. It's probably starting earlier.
Oh God, yeah! It starts at like 8 in the morning. There's no registration. It's just fucking 8 in the morning. We're starting.
In a perfect world, Mike, would you actually prefer one tournament that was 3 and 2 instead of two threes? Because isn't Sunday a pretty long fucking day with 3 games?
I'm done at 3:30, so
okay.
I'm exhausted, and I go home and crash, and I have to go.
Does anyone ever bail the third game?
What?
Does anyone bail the third game?
A few people do, yeah.
Sunday,
but they also bail on Saturday too, which is fine. I don't care as long as you tell me. I don't care.
Wait, so if 2 people walked up at the same time, Mike, and said we're leaving, and the 2 of us are going, so it shouldn't mess up your numbers, you wouldn't be mad at them?
No, God, no.
Oh, because somebody got mad at Xtreme and I for leaving a kill team tournament early.
Well, yeah, that's them, but
that's 40K.
It doesn't matter to me at all. It just
I would think if one person left and didn't tell anyone, that would be grounds to be mad.
Yes, if you don't tell me, yeah, because then I have a match set up with somebody who's waiting, and then I gotta
one person, because if 2 people leave,
if 2 people, it doesn't matter.
You're good.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, well, whoever's missing their partner now plays each other. Crisis averted. But we got the 3rd and 4th and 5th degree.
In 500 years of running this.
My tournament early before.
Yeah, he was fucking
now 2 people have.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't having fun, and we just played each other. So.
Right. I think we were the bottom 2 people, and we had just played each other. It's like, well, that's as good as it's going to get for us.
Yeah.
Not only were we at the bottom, but you were actually the bottom. I was second from the bottom.
Yes.
I mean, I don't remember.
You don't have it in your book.
I'm pretty sure.
Records.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Trigger Xtreme was 50 and I was 49.
It turns out the Sisters of Battle White Dwarf Codex didn't really measure up against a bunch of Grey Knights.
No, it was just written on a whim. It didn't really. That was a rough time. But that was the last time I played. I was gonna say Games Workshop, but Blood Bowl still cheated. But last time I played anything 40K related, I would say at organized event like that.
I don't know if I ever played any event where I couldn't guarantee I'm playing someone I want in at least game 1.
Yeah. Biran, do you? I know you haven't signed up to any. It was Devil's Run,
Right.
What would it take to ever sign up to a proper event? Is there any chance of it next year?
If all of us were playing in it,
Okay.
I'd sign up for Blood Bowl if it was us. If Mike was running it and all three of us were there.
Well, here's the problem with Mike now. There's a lot of problems with Mike, but here's one of the problems with Mike. He's now added another day to his mandatory schedule.
Yeah, because Dungeon Bowl.
That's
Well, he had it before when he was doing Dreadball too.
Yeah.
oh, you've always been a 3-dayer.
Well, I kind of got like 1 year it was like I was running Dreadball, and the next year I didn't hear anything, and then I found out someone else was running Dreadball. I was like, oh, okay. Friday's open.
You wouldn't mind giving up Dungeon Bowl to somebody if they wanted it, right?
I don't know who else would want it, but
If it meant all four of us could play.
That's all I'm saying. If maybe next year we can look into a day that we can all free. Like, could you imagine we get like everybody, like we in our crew, Ryan, everybody, and we just max out one event.
Oh, we did that for
yeah, I was gonna say Necromunda, yeah.
Oh, we did that?
We almost had the entire event. That's how I won Best Painted.
Yeah, because you rigged it.
Because there's
I
all four
remember-
of us, Ryan and Tony.
Was this at Adepticon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I played in that one, and someone I played had like war gear that I didn't know you could buy because it wasn't
Right.
clear on the thing.
Well, we played the rules differently in every single game. It's hilarious.
But there was things that like, wait a minute, we get, I thought, do you get? I gave my leader a skill and then 3 other guys skills. Well, the rules pack says you only, so even when that happens, it would have to be some.
I only won one of 3 games, but I won Best Painted because I got y'all to vote for me.
Yeah, we did. Just like pity.
Mhm.
Yeah, we should look for that next year.
I say we get someone else to run Dungeon Bowl and all 4 of us play in Dungeon Bowl.
Oh, that's a better idea than
Yeah, it's a better idea.
Just do that.
Yeah.
Or Mike, theoretically, could you run it and play? It's just Dungeon Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only got 12 people. I capped it at 12 on purpose. So,
Why don't we cap it at 4?
We are doing that in May.
but that means you have to actually register on time.
I did. Maybe we'll cap it at 8. That might be easier. All right. Well, Xtreme, any plans for Sunday?
No.
Nothing?
Sunday, I always think I'm going to go to Adepticon, but I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, because you're just at that point, unless you've signed up to something.
Yeah.
and
You're
even
just,
when you do,
you're just tired.
there's
Yeah.
been things I've signed up for on Sundays that I just don't show up for.
It's good if you're bargain hunting, like we said, if you especially like go to Grognard's for there's used models and say, come on.
Come on.
I don't
This
even
says
like.
8. It doesn't say 20. It says $8.
Yeah.
You
Todd
say,
be like,
what's
just
my-
take it and get out of my face.
What's my price, honey? That's what you say.
Todd,
This
can I
is
use my
cash,
store credit
okay?
at Adepticon?
And you think someone's showing up with those little receipts he prints out with the $5 with a bunch of those?
Those don't happen anymore. But I think
Oh,
you can
no?
still honor them if you had them, though.
Yeah. I got one in my wallet. It's all beat up. It's got like the circle from a condom from the 80s, like on the receipt
The
too.
telltale rubber ring.
So yeah, Sundays are kind of the whatever day. Mike, do they still do that where if you win awards, you got to come back on Sunday?
No,
Okay, that's good.
because that sucked balls.
It did.
Yeah, I remember that was when they were down in Downers Grove or wherever it was.
Yeah, I remember that. Because then you come back on Sunday, but you weren't sure if you were going to win.
Right.
And then if the 40K tournament ran late, you had to wait for those assholes
Yeah.
to get done.
I remember it's burned in my brain, sitting in the uncomfortable chairs, looking at a giant like digital clock on the wall on the projector, and it says like 55. Like that's how many minutes left. Like, oh, fucking hour, 40K before they tallied up that game, that tournament, and then got to the awards.
And it's just loud because all the vendors are packing up and
Yeah. It wasn't good. I see.
guess I'm more. Oh, God, sorry, Mike.
I was gonna say, in theory, it makes sense because that way everyone can see your award, but nobody gives a shit who won
and half
the
the people
Gaslands award or whatever. So yeah.
No, it's not going to matter.
And also,
Yeah.
do they still do that raffle stuff at Adepticon at the last day?
Yeah, but it's always just looking at a whiteboard.
Yeah.
So
But they notify people who won, right?
sorta.
No.
I mean, they write the ticket numbers, The raffle ticket number is on the whiteboard by the
Oh,
registration desk.
so if you're in the charity auction, you have to show up to see if you won.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think. I don't know.
That's right.
I've never won.
I never did the raffle.
I didn't sign up.
Charity?
Yeah, it's for charity. I didn't sign up.
Yeah.
I only do one of those 50-50s where I know I'm getting half the money if I win or something, but it says it's not 50-50.
They're not handing out tax forms so I can write it off. So.
Yeah. Mike, you should hand out I-9 forms with prizes you give away for Blood Bowl.
Don't forget to claim this on your taxes.
Like, you just won a Willy Dark Elf Blitzer. You may want to put that on your taxes.
Yeah.
It's going to count as income.
I did see they posted the forklift carrying all the Adepticon medals for this year.
You know, I hope I get some for Devil's Run. There was no spot to ask for one.
They said they were going to come out with it, but they never did. So I guess if it's in the rules pack, they just read it and gave you those awards. I hope.
Well,
Dean got 2 for when he ran it.
Yeah. But did they actually say that? Were they generic? Or did they say?
No, it said most brutal and winner.
Okay. Well, I hope maybe they just use.
If you duplicated what Dean had, then it should be in there.
Hopefully, it's the same file. I never saw. I remember in the past when I sign up, it says, "What awards do you want?"
Yeah, they used
like
to do that, but it didn't.
They're
do
like,
that
"Hey, listen,
that
you
I
have
saw.
8 people. You have 8 people. You can't ask for 6 medals. Totally fine. I usually just ask for 2.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully I get one. If not, maybe I'll offer up some type of
Hand job.
not a hand job so much, Mike, as like maybe just like a stern rubbing, like
over the jeans,
like a heavy petting.
Yeah.
With my left hand or something.
Left hand. Yeah.
So it feels like someone else.
It is someone else. Yeah.
Right,
Someone
literally.
else is someone else. Yeah.
It actually feels like the stranger is somebody that's really strange.
So what are the things that we're totally expecting to see? I'm expecting to see Bathrobe Guy.
Oh yeah. Clint Beaver.
Yeah. Clint Beaver.
Is he playing any games or is he just wandering around in a bathrobe?
I
I've
think at
never
this
seen him
point,
do anything but wander around in a bathrobe.
yeah, I think at this point he's an influencer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like basically you want him around what you're selling because you want the crowd to follow. He's an influencer, Adepticon influencer.
There's always some like slightly chubby guy dressed as a Acadian. I remember seeing him every year.
Yeah. Well, there
kilts.
Yeah.
There'll be a kilt. There'll be how many canes?
Now in the Malifaux room, it'll be about 50%.
More canes than top hats?
Well, they go to and monocles.
And monocles, yeah.
They all look like Mr. Peanut.
But the canes are also because there's a lot of people that
are fat and can't
canes.
support their weight.
Yes.
But that'll be more in the Hyatt.
Yeah, the Hyatt, yeah.
So designer canes versus like disabled.
Functional, yeah.
Yeah, functional canes,
Functional. Is there a Mantic open night?
I don't know.
Better than this.
You know, it'd be great if like everybody that's because like everybody that plays the games are in one group anyway.
Yeah.
They just all showed up in a room. Like
they just assume.
Like no one said there wasn't. I remember like I'd go in there and they give you a couple drink tickets.
Yeah.
And you go to the bartender that's in the room for like 20 minutes just to get that party started. We're like, got a drink ticket, my good man? He's like, oh, that won't get you any of these. I'm like, oh, that's the drinks that are on display. Like, no, that's the special Adepticon, weird blue drink.
Yeah.
That's $12. You can't turn in a fucking bingo ticket.
You're getting a well scotch and soda is what you're getting.
Right. No, man. I'd like to know if that's there though, if they actually are doing one.
I didn't see any hype about it, so maybe Ronnie's not going to be there. So,
oh wow,
he went to
Gamma, right?
Gamma this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did he lose his hat?
Yeah, he posted a picture of it sitting on a table, saying, "Come and get it."
Yeah. I would say never leave your hat unattended. Never put a bag on a chair either.
Right. Or a drink on a temper-coated table.
Or a drink on a temper-coated table.
Oh, there is going to be no bazaar or whatever.
Bits trading, yeah.
Bits trading. It was after the first year at Schaumburg, it became trash anyway.
So if you go just to not play, is it still free or do you pay now?
No, they're going to have a badge, like $10 badge.
$10, yeah. just because so they can check for your vaccine.
Oh, that's right. Matt was talking about that in our episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how, Mike, do you know how that's going to work? You know, you're in the meeting.
Not a clue.
Okay.
I was asking about it today about because in the all the it's whatever stuff they mentioned wristbands once. So I don't know if they're actually going to give out wristbands, but then again, you got to get a wristband every day.
So show your Vax card when you register and you get a wristband and then you're
supposedly, but I mean, we know some gamers will leave that on 4 days, but
well, they don't shower, so
yeah, exactly. But
I want to know how much that wristband's worth if I sell it to somebody who couldn't get in before.
Right. I think it's going to be chaos. I think they're going to abandon checking that shit after the first day. That's just my guess. I don't think it, but that's my guess.
Well, they're probably going to have people checking Vax cards and then give you the wristband Wednesday night. But I don't know.
But if someone walks in on Saturday and they come in through the hotel entrance, are there going to be people there, guards at the door? No way.
No.
I don't think there's any guards because I don't think they're gonna.
Guard, nice.
Guard, nice. There's gonna be guard, nice. One guard.
Yeah, one.
Yeah,
probably not.
I don't see it. Well, who knows? Maybe this year's.
I think there'll be such a clusterfuck at the entrance when they start doing it that they'll just say fuck it.
Like you mean on Wednesday already? Fuck it.
Yep.
You think fuck it's going to happen on Wednesday?
I think it's going to happen Wednesday about 1 hour into people registering. They're going to be
like I can't do this.
Yeah.
Volunteers are dropping like flies.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, like fucking let them in.
Yep. Let's do it.
Because so it's vaccinated or negative test.
Yeah.
Right. So do you bring the test with you? Like your pregnancy test? Like, look, I'm pregnant. Can I come in?
No, you bring the printout.
But what if you do an at-home test? Does that count?
You can't. No, that's not acceptable.
What if I bring
got to be a PCR test within 72 hours or an antibody test within 24?
What about a post-human republic test, PHR? No. I've never had a COVID test.
Neither have I.
Never as
I got my.
I have one every week.
I got my 4 free ones.
You have what, Biran?
I got the 4 free ones that you ordered through the post office. But Vanessa used them all real quick. She's like, achoo, better take a test. I'm like, you're crazy.
I just always assume whatever I have is allergies. This is what I tell myself. Mind over matter.
Oh, I just shat myself while sleeping. Must be allergies.
Well, yeah, allergies. The fucking gluten allergies makes you shit, whatever, you know?
I just don't think that they, because in theory they're supposed to check both your Vax card or your test result and your ID. So you're going to have thousands of people going up with my what? I have this. I don't have it.
Well, they'll have people in the line ahead of time. So
yeah,
it's like Portillo's, you know?
Yeah, but Portillo's has it down to an art. They're not going to have it down to that level of art.
You're saying, do they have headsets? That's what I want to know. We got a bald fuck.
We got an asshole asking for ketchup on his hot dog.
Yeah. We got a bald fuck. He is irate and he refused to show his card.
He's got a red hat on. It doesn't say MAGA, but it's suspicious anyway.
I wonder if they're going to make people wait outside. Do it all outside. Like you can't even come in.
I think it's just gonna. They're just. If I was a betting man, you gave me 3-1 odds. I'd bet a few bucks on them saying fuck it by halfway through.
Oh, because the hotel doesn't require it, right? Hotel doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
So I bet you if you come in, they're going to try it at the entrance to the convention, but I bet you people from the hotel will just walk right in.
It's almost like a pre-sale. Vaccinated could go in at 5 o'clock, unvaccinated at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We don't tell you that, but it's like, sneaking into half of a movie after the other one.
And it all depends on the kind of people they have checking. Like if they have electric oboe guy checking and he's a stickler for the rules, he'll be like looking at the ID and looking at the person and looking at the ID and saying, I have this lot number of this Vax looks suspicious.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
like the guy I had at the United Center, that guy could get through people. He goes, yeah, looks good.
Yeah,
you hold up a 3x5 card with
I can see
on it.
He's like, you were a black Marine in 1968. Okay.
All right, McLovin, you're good.
Summer School. There's a line from Summer School. Yeah. It was a great movie. It's like a war changes a man. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be different and fun, less people, but I'm looking forward to it.
I think
Extreme,
it's gonna be about
you
the
will be
same.
missed.
I think it's gonna be just as crowded.
Well,
Extreme,
yeah,
you will
the
be missed.
pre-sales are like just slightly below, like 5% below what it was in 19. So
And the lifting of the mask mandate probably kicked in a few people who
yeah,
didn't wanna
oh
go
god,
with
yeah.
that.
All right, well,
So my guess is it's going to be the same. Mike, you guess it'll be the same. JP, you're saying a little lower.
for
It'll be
what?
roughly
For
the
attendance.
same.
Oh, I thought we were giving Zlurpee ratings.
Oh, what do you
It's like
think?
these
Is attendance going to be down, up, or the same?
It's going to be down, I think.
I think it'll be the same. Mike,
But I say slightly down.
It'll be slightly down, but will it be noticeable? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Well,
I don't think it'll be noticeable either way.
and it's also still a shit ton of people, so it doesn't.
Yeah. It's over
Also-
4,000 pre-registered. So yeah.
Now the bigger question will be, I mean, is there going to be less vendors?
He said
it gonna-
90%.
Oh, okay. I wonder if it's going to feel smaller
Yeah.
with less stuff going on. So,
But then again, Todd is there again, but his booth is bigger.
Yeah.
So is it less vendors, but bigger vendor spaces? Because, like, I know Todd was able to roll his previous one into the next one, I think.
Well, he's also the first Adepticon vendor. So,
That's
you
right.
know.
He's got
I
grandfather.
didn't know that. He's never told me that.
He doesn't bring it up anytime you mention Adepticon.
No, never.
What a weird claim to fame.
I don't even have that, so. good on you.
First. That's true. All right. Well, anything else on our whatever episode?
Hey, if you see us there, say hi. Don't say hi to JP. He doesn't like touching hands.
I mean,
Give him a hug. He loves hugs.
He loves hugs.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you this much. Mike, you're onto something. I'll take a hug over a handshake.
Yeah, it is probably safer because the hand is where all the dirt's at.
Because you know what, the hand, well, here's the thing. Before it was cool, I would bring sanitizer with me to cons because at some point when I eat, I'm gonna think about all these dirt bags I slapped hands with earlier. And then it's like they're putting their fingers in my mouth. So I prefer not always shaking hands, but I'm not gonna be like, ew.
What if it's a moist hug?
Well, it shouldn't be moist because we have clothes on.
Right. But
I
there's
mean,
some
if their
places-
hand,
Shouldn't be, but
if their hands are so sweaty, I feel it on my back. That's fucking gross.
or they're just damp, like they have sweat rings under their man boobs.
Or that, or even just, I mean, I've seen it where like someone come up and like do like the handshake and bring in for a hug,
Yeah.
and then I'll look over and I'll see armpit sweat. I'm like, that's in my fucking face now,
Yeah.
man.
When it makes a squish sound. No.
Yeah, I might just maybe if you see, maybe we'll do like Bash Brothers, just give me the fucking forearm. You know,
the fist bump thing, people make fun of it, but it's like
fist bump's great.
so much more sanitary.
What's the is it the Conan shake? The with the
Oh, the
Viking?
grasp by
Oh,
the forearm?
Yeah. So that's always good. Grab the forearm.
Like a Viking.
Grab each other's balls. That's clean. I mean, not clean.
It's cleaner than your hands.
Yeah. I mean,
Scary.
I would say your hand and your pants balls both have the same amount of piss droplets on it.
Because you're rubbing them. So
Yeah. Real quick, I was watching a Key and Peele sketch. You may have seen it before. Obviously, they're all old now, but they were talking about the guy at every urinal sporting event always has to say, "Tap it more than twice," and you're playing with it. There's always one guy like he says it like he invented the joke.
What's the grossest is the guys that put their hand way up on the wall of the urinal. when
oh
they're
god,
peeing.
yeah.
Hand
How
on the
many
wall.
boogers you see on that wall?
Well, there's hand on wall. There's the I'm drunk, double hands on wall. There's the Superman pose. There's all
Superman.
yeah. Like just fucking dick out. Like
There used to be this professor that I worked with that did the Superman, and it was so weird. You'd walk in there, and I'd never actually seen anyone do that. And
Mike, I'll never forget. You'll appreciate it, Mike. But in high school, biology teacher, I think Mr. Carter, I believe.
Mr. Carter?
What's that?
Mr. Kata.
Mr. Kata,
Carter. Used to do the Superman, and there were no walls with the urinal, and you fell down.
he passed
And
out.
many of us saw his dick because when you walk in, it was right there, and he's Superman it. Because at least if you're holding your hands in front, you can block it. And it's like, do I want to see my teacher's dick?
Yes.
Probably not.
No, I do.
But he wants you to see it.
Was it a good dick though? Was it a good size?
Was it a dad dick?
Very pink. I remember that.
Cut or uncut?
It was cut, but it was like an armadillo kind of head. It was like cut, but no definition. So like,
Like it was a mantic resin.
When we talk about a mantic collar versus DW, it was sort of like, it was like a Dungeon Saga troll.
Yeah.
There was no definition. It was almost like, you know what it was? It was like if you said, I bought some models secondhand, I should strip them. Fuck it, I'll reprime a couple times.
Yeah.
It looked like a reprimed cock. There was no like definition.
Well, also there's that old thing. Old guys don't mind walking around naked, especially in locker rooms.
No, yeah. Well, I'll never forget when Lifetime opened in Bloomingdale. I was like a member from the Schaumburg one. And so I was like, all right, brand new. Oh, like within the first couple days, I was immediately grossed out.
Yeah.
Men's locker room. There were couches and a TV in the men's locker room.
Yep. I know what you're about
to say. 3 older Asian guys sitting on the couch completely naked on a leather couch.
Falls on leather. Yep.
And I'm like, this place has been here. This fucking multi-million-dollar place. It's been 3 days and it's already fucked. Yeah. Fucked.
It's like when a new playground gets built, within 1 day, someone's pissed on the slide.
Someone's pissed on the slide. Man.
I love
Why are there couches in there? Put the couches on the outside. That way you'll ensure some clothes.
I agree. I do love Lifetime. That place was great.
I told you about my floating turd story there, or no? In the hot tub?
No.
Oh, okay. So like when it opened, Heather and I were dating and we weren't even 21. So it was like the limited amount of things you can do when you're, you know, 20 years old and it's 11 o'clock at night. So we would go to Lifetime and, you know, a little workout, but then like hot tub, just whatever. There was no one there. It was great. Except this one night, there was someone there. Looked like Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, in the hot tub across from us. We were there first. He came in. It's like,
now is it the Schaumburg one with the 2 hot tubs?
Schaumburg
had 2 hot tubs.
I don't remember if there were 2 or not. It was Bloomingdale.
Okay.
I don't remember if there were 2 or not. There might have been, but it was also, we were there and I didn't want to leave. I was just being stubborn, I guess. And so we're in one corner and then like it's
a huge hot tub.
It's a huge hot tub, but he's still, you know, I mean, he's like 20 feet away, you know.
Right.
Fine, whatever. All of a sudden he gets up after 5 minutes. Now, when you hit that button, you got like 20 minutes in there before it goes off, you know. We hit it a few times already. We were there a while. And he's in for 5 minutes. He gets up and leaves. That's weird. I just leave. Above the water, like Jaws fucking music. It is like white foam.
Right.
In the middle of it, a big fucking brown patch.
Oh god.
So it wasn't a loaf. It was
not a loaf. It was fucking pudding. And
because if it was a loaf, it'd be more suspicious. Like you could have held that in.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, let's get it. Like we fucking ran out of there.
Right.
Couple of weeks later, because the guy is now in my brain. I remember what he looks like. Francis with glasses. As I remember. Woodfield Verizon store. He's working there. Swear to God. We walk by and I'm like, that's the guy that shit in the fucking hot tub. I didn't say anything. You know,
you didn't run into Verizon and go, you.
This is a 20-year-old me. I don't know if I would do something different now or what, but at the time I just was like, well, I'm not going to get a Verizon phone. Like, I know that's not going to happen.
It sullied the carrier. It was so
yeah, right. You know what? Where are they now? Right?
Can you hear me now?
Right.
Good.
Yeah. In 1998, I'm like, fuck that company, and now they're nothing. Although I have their phone now.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
Because I didn't think about it.
See, I used to go to the Schaumburg one, and I'd go at like 2 a.m. or whatever. Yeah. And so Schaumburg had the 2 big hot tubs. I think one was like a higher temperature usually. Mm-hmm. So that's when I would go, because I'm going to a hot tub, I want it to be hot. So I go there, like it's like 1 or 2 a.m, and there's one girl in there. And she's not one, so I get in that one. But I sit as far away from her as I can. Right. And I want to see how long it takes for her to get up and determine. Right. Because she didn't want to leave, but I made it awkward.
Well, she saw you come in, and she's like, this fucker better go in the other one.
Yes, I knew that's what she was thinking. And I was going to, but I'm like, I want to see if she almost immediately, because she can't immediately leave the second I get in, because that draws.
That's obvious. Now, what she should have did, she should say, I'm just going to take the lower temperature one anyway, just to.
Or, oh, it's getting too hot in this one. I'm going to cool off.
Well, I just mean not being before you got there, just as a preemptive, less people want it.
Right.
So I'll take it. Kind of like, you're at Grognard. I'll take, no, Todd. He's like, oh, we got right up front, you guys, table in the front. We'll take the table in the back.
Yep.
Just to I want to be away from that.
Right. I'll piss in the really low urinal for less chance of someone to be pissing right next to it.
Right. Totally. I always piss in the low urinal. It's great.
But yeah, it was, and it happened more than once with different girls. And I was always kind of curious. It's like.
And you were alone?
Yeah.
And they were alone?
Yes.
I mean,
I didn't go to the top and sit really close to them because that would be too obvious. I sat literally as far, and that's their hot tubs there are like the size of small swimming pools.
Yeah, they're big.
And I would sit at the furthest end, and I wouldn't stare at them all creepy and shit. But
now, this is how many years ago?
Probably 2001.
Okay. So we're talking it's over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen now. They immediately leave now. And there's no, that's going to look bad. Nobody gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah. But that's what I'd love to be able to go at the crack of wherever and have the whole place yourself. The only thing that sucked about Lifetime, pro tip, is if they really wanted to keep my membership, they would have the water slide on 24/7. So I could go there at 3 a.m. and go down the water slide a million times.
Unsupervised.
Yes.
Yeah. What if you
Try
die?
on my feet and stuff.
What if no one was there to make sure your puffers were on the right size, though?
Right.
You ever show up in puffers?
No. But no, I love Lifetime. It's great. I love the sauna and the hot tubs. Not the work.
I like gyms. I'll just buy I'm at the point now, Biran, where I'll just buy my own equipment.
I can't buy a hot tub.
Can't?
Well, I live in a townhouse. They're not going to let me put a hot tub outside.
Don't let aesthetics stand in your way.
Brian, you have a house. You can get a hot tub.
Only if I keep it inside my garage.
Really? Oh, they still have rules? That's gay.
So you gonna do it?
My car goes in my garage.
What about your car in your hot tub?
It would be a small hot tub. I have a very small garage. They call it a 2-car garage, but I don't see how
It's
2
not.
cars fit in
It's
it.
2 European cars.
One of the houses we were looking at, it's actually pretty nice, but they had an insane garage. It was 4-car, but long.
Yeah. My
2
parents
extra
could probably fit 4 cars in their garage.
2 extra bays to work on cars,
Mhm.
and then the 2 normal ones. And I was like, even if I like this house, I can't have it because I'm taking it away from an actual car guy. What the fuck am I? I mean, because that would have to be my gym. Those other car bays. But
Well, you could finish it out. You see those people that do that.
you could. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna get going. Bye. We're still recording, so everyone enjoy all this. Subscribe.
If they listen to us, they know this kind of shit.
Subscribe, whatever. Adepticon, doesn't matter.
See you there.
Zlurpcast! Brought to you by Zomboy. Eat flesh.